Morning world, it's 10:15 in the morning, it's Tuesday the 20th of November 2016. Couple of things. Mercury retrograde. Mercury stops going retrograde in some 48 hours from now, just under 48 hours. Mercury's retrograde in Virgo, a sign that it's not uncomfortable with. And as it stands still over this last 2 to 3 days, now and for the next 4 to 5 days, Mercury is trining Pluto. Because Mercury normally moves very fast, when it trines Pluto, this lasts for 1 or 2 days most of the time. At the moment, the Mercury trine Pluto that's going on is lasting a week, if not longer, 10 days. Mercury is about the way you read, write, think, speak and move. It's the communication you have with yourself, mentally, with others verbally and with the world socially. In Virgo, it's very detailed, functional, effective, analytical, good with the fingers. Pluto deals with transformation, both from the positive and the challenging. And in Capricorn, it talks about the transformation of structures, whether that be governments, corporates, or buildings. A trine brings two planets in contact with each other that are in similar elements, and it's beneficial. It amplifies and emphasises the positive attributes of both planets. With Mercury trine Pluto in a birth chart, there's going to be the ability to have a deep penetrative insight into why people think and behave the way they do, and a deep psychological understanding of the dynamics of human behaviour. Translate this into the world chart, and it does seem, hopefully, that over the coming few days it's likely to be a little bit more down-to-earthedness, groundedness, less headstrong rashness, with 1 or 2 obvious exceptions. In that light, talking about obvious exceptions, I've also had a look at the horoscope, not the exact horoscope, but just the daily horoscope for November the 8th, 2016, the American election. And I'm using this in connection with the horoscope for America, 4th of July, 1776, about 10 past 5 in the evening, the Sibley horoscope with Sagittarius on the ascendant. I note with interest that on the day of the election, Mars in the sky is at 29 degrees of Capricorn. In America's horoscope, Pluto in the sky is at 27 degrees of Capricorn, opposite Mercury. With Mars conjunct the USA Pluto, it's likely to have quite a degree of subversive and possibly explosive nature about it. The explosive nature is furtherly demonstrated by the fact that the Sun in America's chart is at something like 13 degrees 10 minutes of Cancer, square Saturn at 14 degrees of Libra, and on November the 8th, Jupiter in the sky is going to be at 12 minutes 55 of Libra, exactly squaring the American Sun and very close to conjuncting the American Saturn. The Sun squares Saturn in America's chart. For the last few years I've been looking at it and thinking, oh, Pluto's going to hit that in 2015, 2014, 2016, and it has, and despite there being no individual, single, unique, major transformative metaphorical earthquake, there's been a number of transformations in the American psyche over the last few years, both for positive and for challenging. It's certainly polarised America into ever more extreme options, and with Jupiter squaring the American Sun and on the American Saturn at the time of the election, it suggests to me that the election itself is going to be an extremely divisive affair. I'm sure this video will arouse a few hotheads who will go on about how crooked Hillary is and how evil she is, or how overrated and overinflated Donald is, and how neither of them are fit to be president, but America chooses its president. I'm not interested in the politics of it, and I'm not interested in the individuals of it. I'm interested in the nature of America itself, the psyche of the nation, because quite like America. Some of the Americans are a bit rabid, but I like America because of its principles of freedom and transparency, even if they don't always adhere to them. So I am going to suggest that this election is going to be the most controversial one of all time. Quite, I don't want to use the word explosive, so I'm going to say quite active, quite dynamic, quite forceful, and it's not going to go down quietly. I imagine there's going to be quite a lot of hoo-ha. And one way or another, immediately after the election, Donald Trump's chart is looking very challenging indeed, as is Hillary's. So come what may, it's going to be a sticky time afterwards. I'll be doing more on this nearer the day, but in the meantime, Mercury trine Pluto. Mercury's retrograde for another 48 hours. Mercury's in Virgo, Pluto's in Capricorn, the moon's in Taurus. Lots of earth out there at the moment. Thank goodness we need a bit of grounding. Alright world, catch you later. Bye.